that doesn't have anything with anything. Multiple output. Okay, I'm streaming. So, how's the sound about now? Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. Ah, right. This thing can't be actually seen properly. Let me just pull the thing a little bit here. Maybe moving it up. And then, actually, I think I need to go on the shot here. Let me see how it goes now. Uh, well, I think now should be okay from a point of view. All right, I'm gonna leave it here for the time being. How's the sound, Mosen? Can you hear me loud and clear? Is everything okay there? So Magnus and Alireza, how was the trip, man? I think you had the trip, right? Okay. So what is Alireza with the white pieces, Magnus with the black pieces? Okay. I like this G file. I wonder if actually something can be done about it. I wonder if something can be done about the G file. Obviously, a rook should be getting there. F3. F3 had been pushed because if you didn't, then you might have had this issue and you can't just ignore it. So F3 put a stop to the black rook battery, and you've got quite a few defenders and blocking pieces. But what is worrying, I think, for white is that the pawn center is very disruptive here, right? And I think, yeah, those guys will be moving down the boards exactly as we said. We got a G file here. Well, yeah, thank you for this, for confirming the sound, Mosen. By the way, dude, I'm using again the OBS. I'm not using Streamlabs for this particular stream right now as we speak. And I hope, actually, I'm not going to get any software crashing or anything. If there is to happen, I apologize in anticipation. I hope it won't happen, but you never know. So I'm not using Streamlabs because I have a lot of issue with that platform. The issue was that the overlay chat does not work. So I'm sorry. That's one of them. And I've got another thing I'm not happy with in relation to the Streamlabs. It's the fact that they do not allow me as a second destination to put the restream. So I'm just not happy with their policy. And they're not very helpful, really. So screw them. Anyway, so that's a pin here. Queen e2. That's a bit of a pin, I guess. White has to be careful about this. Oh, I like this red paint here. That's a pin. Black's turn to play. Can't you just... Wait a minute. Wait a minute. F3. Can't you just take it? Mosen, what do you think about the F3? Can't you just take it? It's Black's turn, right? So Queen E2 was White's last move here. And now I just wonder if the F3 is actually takeable, because this is a pin, right? The bishop pins the knight to the king. Just wonder. F3 is definitely a weakness. And now, after Queen C5, I guess Magnus looks at maybe pushing a pawn on the D4 or something. Oh. Knight is pinned. C3 will be targeted very soon, I guess, with a move like D4. Is there any counterplay that White might try? I mean, can't you just play maybe a knight here? Does that work? F3 is incredibly weak, Mosen, and if there is... Yeah, so he moved the king away from double danger. He moved the king away from the bishop pin, and he moved the king away from the queen C file in anticipation of D4. So from these 2 points of view, he chose actually to move away. Oh yeah, and then again, I'm not live on TikTok because I don't have the string key for the TikTok. It's another big issue with TikTok. They don't issue the stream keys, probably unless you have like 1 million followers and stuff like that. So there is many things that do not have a current solution, not for me at least, but hey. Yeah, so I think it's just Facebook, Kick.com, YouTube, and Twitch for the time being. I'd love to do TikTok as destination, but again, there is no string key. Very weird policy, again, of TikTok for this. Very weird policy. Queen e7 now. He moved the queen. Let's see. So the only counter game, I guess, for white would be the H and the G. Now, how do you get the queen on the H file so you can have some double attack nicely on the H7, I wonder? Because you can't move the queen now. There is a bishop here. So you can't just move queen over to H2. I don't know. And also time is a factor. Also, I think time is a weapon now. And Magnus is using it, and Alireza goes a little bit low on time with its 40 seconds almost now. Knight to f2 had been played. Does he want to play d3 or does he want to play h3? Which way he wants to go? Or does he want to do something else? Is he doing... Wait a minute. Knight f2. Why did it do that? Okay, c5. I suspect Magnus wants to just push a pawn on the d file. And this... okay, so the c pawn just tried to make a blockade so that c4 is not going to happen. But it might be this. Oh, he comes with the other pawn. Actually, if you take, it's a very poisonous pawn, I guess. Due to some rook activity, or which one is it? Rook or queen attacking along the a file. I think that's quite dangerous. So the a5, we could say it's a bit of a poison pawn. I think that guy is quite poisonous. Yeah. He takes, guys. He takes the pawn on a5. He did capture. Can I believe that? He did take. Well, I suspect now Magnus is going to use either rook or queen to attack along the A and B files, right? So Mosen, would you play rook a8 or would you play some queen a7? Or would you do something totally different, like pushing the pawn down the board here, and maybe you're gonna play some bishop, and then you're gonna be attacking on f3. Do you think that might be a playable idea? That is d4. You push the black pawn. You are going to support the bishop to moving on e3. And then when you play bishop to e3, you're also having the rooks attacking on f3. What do you think about this idea? Do you think that's playable, Mosen? What do you think? I think okay, queen a7. Yeah, that one of them. Actually, I did speculate. I did speculate the queen a7 idea or rook a8, but he opted for the queen because he wanted probably to keep the battery. But now he just went for the hit on a2. So a3 had been played just to stopping the queen takes a2, which is a disaster if you allow it to happen. It's an absolute disaster. So you mustn't allow this. I can understand that. Are we live on Facebook, fellas? I think we probably are. Yeah, we are. Cool. Okay. So far, so good. So what did happen here? Queen attacks the knight. King a2 defending the knight. King defends the knight on b3. Fair enough. What else is here? Well, what is the fact that actually Alireza is on 8 seconds and Magnus has 1 minute and 12, 11. So that's more time available for Magnus, which matters, especially in the situations like this in which tactics require every single half a second you can have available for your calculation. What do you move, fellas? Rook b8, king a2, rook b8 by Magnus. So queen attacks b3. You're going to have to move the knight, or you defend the knight. But if you defend the knight, you have to move a queen or something. Exactly what he did. Queen c2, bishop e3, which is a move I did speculate, but in that position, I was thinking about some d4 and things. But now the bishop just simply attacks and wants to deflect the queen away from defending b3, because once the bishop takes f2 and queen captures, obviously b3 is takeable. So bishop takes, queen takes, and these guys can take on b3. And I think that's pretty much the end of it. A very nice one. That's a very nice one indeed. Oh, let me move the chat box because I notice again this thing is actually okay. I'm moving it up just a little bit up. Okay, cool. Log it again. I want to have things moving here. All right, cool stuff. Yeah, we're gonna love it. Leave it like this. Okay. Did anything happen? Not just yet. Wait a second. Queen c2, bishop e3. Wait a minute. Oh man, I apologize. Many things happen. Many things happen. That's what is. Okay, guys, so this is what currently is right now, Mosen. Right now. Right, knight being attacked. You gotta move that knight. And he attacks c4. He goes with this guy probably for attempt to promote or something. Knight's gonna play, but king centralizes double attack on c4, knight and the king. But also you gotta keep an eye on this guy, which actually I think is the real problem here. Because if you're rushing into taken, you might have an issue with this pawn. So the knight has to stay here. Okay, looks to me that black is sort of winning. This guy is very much capturable. Pawn is gonna be captured, guys. But you know, on the other hand, having the rook versing two knights is incredibly difficult. No, black's winning. Nah, black's winning. Black's winning. Rook and two pass pawns versus knight. Nah, black's winning here. Nice one. Black's winning. All right. Winners bracket. Guys, it's not the grand final today. It's just the final. Simpson, good to see you, my friend. How's it going? How's things with you? How's the doggies? What breed is that? You said you got a dogs? What breed are they? Very good, doggies. Okay, so next one is supposed to be starting in a minute. Time to finish the last can. And then we'll take it from there. Okay. So now I'm using Simpson, just the OBS, not the Streamlabs. I got some, I had some issues with that Streamlabs platform. Man. So where's the next game? So the first game had been won by Magnus. We can see that. That's Vladimir Fedoseev, Levon Aronian. Okay. Home games again. Do they have a break in between the games or anything? Embarrassment breed, that dog? That's a very special dog breed, yeah. Special embarrassment, yeah. I like that breed very much, yes. That's probably the best, yeah. All right. Winners final. Come on, guys, you just played the game. Where's the second game? So far, Magnus is leading now. Okay, just 1 point. That's not, it's not finished. It's not finished. So let's see, what have we gotten here? Well, I don't have any other thing happening. And that means, guys, probably we should be doing a very quick puzzle, I guess. Okay. Let me refresh the page just in any case, but I don't see anything. Do they have a break in between? Maybe they have a break. So let's go with a quick puzzle. Okay, let me see if you guys actually see the... Oh yeah, you do see them. Just in case you're wondering, it is black to move here. It's black's turn to play. Black to move, and I guess it's probably something related with the queen and the rook together playing something like this. So it could be very well a rook, and then king is going to be moving here, and then you got a oops, so it could be a rook, then king goes here, then we got, oh no, because there's the other queen, right? So after rook and they go here, we're actually playing rook again, check, because then they go back and then it's checkmate. So just a little bit of so that's one, then rook comes here, king can't move anywhere, there's no blockage, there's no nothing, and yeah. Either go this way or this way. We're going to be continuing with the queen g2, and that's sort of the end of it. Okay, that is the end of it. So that was one little puzzle, because I don't know what Magnus Carlsen and Alireza are doing at the minute. I have no idea. This puzzle now, in which we're playing with the blacks again. So blacks to move, my friends. Blacks to play. Oh, sorry, I thought that's a rook. All right, I'm not seeing things right. I thought that's a rook, but it's not. Okay, so we've got a queen here checking, but then the queen blocks, and then we have knight check. King goes f1, right? King goes f1. It's got to be something else though. What if it's knight straight away? You know, so that they don't block or anything. And after you play the knight to f3, the king might play, for instance, f2. I mean, they have to. They have to. And then, oh, I can't make use of this bishop at all. That's weird. Wait a minute, is there something else? Knight plays, this guy goes here. Ah, whoa. Bang, boom. And this guy goes here. I'm not sure about this one. So, guys, we're supposed to go back to Alireza and Magnus Carlsen, but I don't know why they took a break or something. So, just try to figure out some exercises here, some puzzles. So, if we do the check, actually, we could take this guy, right? But when we take it, they take it back with a queen. So, what's the deal, actually? Check, king goes here. I'll take. And they could take either king or queen. I'm not sure though. Knight plays, king goes here. No, he can't. After knight f3, king f2. Then I could still take this guy. Is there something else? Check, queen blocks, knight checks. This guy goes here. The heck? I'm not sure anymore. Knight f3. Knight f3, king f2. Knight f3, king f2. And then what? Knight f3, king f2, and queen takes rook. And then anything. That's too many options for them. I don't think so. Knight f3 or queen g3, queen g3, queen g3, queen blocks, queen g3, queen g2 blocks. What? Queen g3, queen g2, and I'm gonna go to e1. Let me stop the microphone, and then you're telling me. Okay, let's pretend we continue. All righty, fellas. Where were we? The microphone is working now. Okay. And we still got stuff to do. Hey, streaming is actually a luxury, fellas. Um, is a luxury. Okay, so we gotta fix this thing, whatever fixing means, which probably is not any fixing, no nothing. It can't be fixed. There are things that can't be fixed. Yeah, there is stuff that cannot be fixed. Okay. So what's going on here? Oh, this guy has an outpost, yeah. I can see the knight that might be able to jump on g3. I think so. Probably they want to look at this. I guess also black wants to castle long. That might be an idea. Castling long might be a thing. Well, the good stuff is that actually it hasn't collapsed just yet, the software, the OBS. Hey, Strovex. Good to see you, my friend. There are things that cannot be fixed. There are things that cannot be fixed. That's a nice pun over there. No, I like the kana variation more than cannot. Yeah, that cool. Nice one. Quite humorous. I appreciate. I like it. Yeah, there are things that cannot be fixed in human relations and experiences. Yeah, unfortunately, there are things of like this song. Yeah, and probably I guess the most challenging things in our lives is the relation with other humans. You guys remember the Jean-Paul Sartre said that the hell is the other? You remember that quote from Jean-Paul Sartre? Hell is the other. So that's the most challenging aspect of our lives, relating with the other humans. This is the most challenging, I think. Anything else can be done. And this one, it's probably the most difficult one. And it never stops. Okay. Alireza with the black. Yeah, so he can't so long because obviously you need to using the rooks on the G, on the F perhaps. What do you do with the knight on D1? Well, you could jump at any point here, I guess. Here meaning E3. And then you could keep jumping on G4. And then you can attack this guy, which probably gonna drop on G7. Because there's no point to stay on E7 because you're just attacking your own guy. But actually, if you move on G7, you're losing though. Nah, knight G3, I think it's the right stuff to do anyway. Okay. Knight E3. Yeah, I did say knight E3 because, I mean, you can't just keep the piece on the back rank. That looks interesting game here. Pawn attacks the bishop. Bishop goes on E7. Oh, maybe he dreams about some books and things. Maybe he dreams in the future, maybe something related to this C5, G1, and maybe there are some many others because it's full of tactics here. Bishop D2 being played. Bishop D2, what else is here? Bishop C2, Bishop B3. I'm looking at the candidate moves here. Knight to G5 perhaps. I mean, you can't just ignore knight G5, knight F7. It's something. Blacks to play. Yeah, so the biggest regret here is that time is not that generous with both players. with both Super Grandmasters. So black to move. What is black supposed to be doing? Are you gonna do something in the center of the board? Like you're gonna move one of these two guys? No, he played prophylactically king away from this diagonal. Maybe. Okay. He moved king b8 and Magnus reacted immediately with rook b, which is understandable because you're placing the rook on the same file with the black king, right? And I guess he's more than happy to pushing b5. b4. He wants to push b4, I guess. b4. Strawbix, have you ever streamed? Did you manage to get a stream key on TikTok? Or you're not streaming yet, or you just gave up or something, which is understandable again. c4. Does he want to make Magnus just shut off everything here in the center? What? What's going on? Well, you could play b3, I guess. Now you have to move the queen. This is a must. Queen had been moved. He can go back if he wants, because the bishop on d2 does do nothing. Yeah, I found it also very, very challenging, you know, in terms of managing your personal, professional schedule and streaming. It is indeed a luxury, time-wise. And hey, I think Alireza wants to draw. He played back on g3 attacking. Okay, bishop c2. Rooks are connected. I guess you want to play b3 with white here? We'll see about that. The TikTok is I would be absolutely fine, and actually I do have an interest to be multi-streaming, adding TikTok as a destination, but I can't find the stream key anywhere. And apparently you need to be signing up with some fucking agencies that will be giving you a stream key, because TikTok can't be bothered to answer to your messages and something. This is weird communicating platform. Is very weird. There's no one to talk to, really. No one will answer you. All right, that's why it's good to reading Kafka and stuff. You realize how absurd very many things in the human communication can go. Like, communication is impossible, you feel like sometimes. Knight h7 attacks the rook. Is rook going to go back? Okay. Hey, what's with this game here? No pawn had been traded? Whoa. I can count 8 white pawns. I can count 8 black pawns. I can see 4 minor pieces for white, 4 minor pieces for black. These guys want to break the record with the longest game with no trade whatsoever. I mean, did they trade anything in 31 moves? No. Sicilian defends the canal attack. I didn't even know that is even possible in the Sicilian to play 31 moves at the highest level without trading a damn thing. But I think, okay, I think they have a secret ambition. They want to go to 100 moves without trading a damn thing. I'm telling you. This is move number 32 or something. So there was no trade in this game. It's 72. Thanks very much, Strobex, for the update. Do you? Nah, okay. Trade took place already, fellas. Yeah, you can't just not trade in the Sicilian Canal attack. You are supposed to be... Yeah. There is... I'm pretty sure. Yeah, well, Google has a lot of facts in the archive, so it's pretty much probably the truth. And what was that game? Did it happen this century or last century? Wasn't the 21st century or 20th century or? I think the 20th century, right? 1900, 2000, really? Gee. Knight f6. Hey, this is something that white wants to do, but I'm not sure black wants to do. You can't take here. Because actually that's where the black king is, and you don't want to keep your king exposed. I think white has all the interest to trade everything, even sacking pieces or something. How do you get your guys on the H file, by the way? H4. This Magnus guy is really into something, isn't he? He wants to go actually in this fashion? Oh boy. I think it's quite fascinating. He pushes the H pawn. H5 now. H6, you go one more time, you don't have an issue because you got two knights. But probably black's going to take exactly. How you defend this guy now? What do you do? Again, I'm noticing Alireza goes lower on time than Magnus. Pretty much, Magnus is pretty much always okay. He's just too good not to be okay at this game. He's doing very well this game. Maybe better than everyone else in the human history. He was born for chess, this guy. G4. G4 defending H5. What do you do if they capture? Oh! He wants to play then the bishop and hit the queen. So if black is taking, he is going to push this pawn. He is going to open up the E, either for rook to E7 and also bishop F4 to be considered. You can't say Magnus ain't creative, eh? You can't say he's not creative. This is just gorgeous stuff. Queen now defends the pawn now? Notice, Strobex, how uneventful the bishop on b5 is. He tries to do something to pushing to create a pass pawn. He tries to create a pass pawn there. On the a3, a3, b takes, and you know, there's an issue you have to... Oh boy, this is spectacular. This is just gorgeous. I love watching these games now. So he pushed the f4 for a couple of reasons, I guess. How do you get the bishop on f4 now? I mean, I understand he wants to play rook right here, right? I guess. Right. Wow. King a6. King moved away from the 7th rank where the queen is. Bishop played f2 because bishop wants to go to g3, supported by the queen, attacks the queen on c7. So bishop f2 because you open up the e file for the rook, and at the same time you want to play bishop to g3 and attack the queen supported by the queen. So I guess you can look at that one. And this guy is going and is going. That pawn on h is going to be pushed and pushed. And he's just enjoying 60 seconds plus. Whereas Alireza is in very, very low time. h6. He pushes the pawn. As we said, knight d2. Oh, blimey, I thought it's a fork, but it's not. The king is not on f1. As you want to play this, I mean, you got to be careful about the f3, but I guess a trade will take place. Magnus can't be bothered. He played rook b to c and queen f4. Queen being hit. He hits the queen. Knight f3, as we said. You are in check, by the way. Knight takes, queen takes back on f3. What are you playing next? Queen f2. Going for trades. He refuses the trade. I guess this guy gonna be taken. No, you cannot. There is a bishop there. He wants to push this, but I guess you can play bishop f4. No, he trades off the queens. That's it. Bishop d... Oh my god. That's it. Game over. Right? Well, I mean, there's two rooks, right? You could play a rook right here. You could attack with a... No, rook e7. Goes for the weakness. and the rook is going to be attacking black king from behind. You can't move it. Where do you go? Is check coming? There you go. You could go here. This guy's gonna fall. There's no point to playing this because of rook g6, so there's no point for that. He maintains the rook on the b file. Is it because I wonder? Is it because he wants to push the b pawn? Maybe. And this guy's gonna be taken. Hello, Aleppo. Good to see you, my friend. How's it going? Okay. Okay. Rook a3. Why didn't he take? Ah, he's concerned about this pawn. That's why he played just rook a3. Oh, Alireza wants to play rook h3. Oh my god, he goes for the checkmate now. He goes for the checkmate ideas. Well, you play exactly. He's gonna play another check. He has to. He has to play another check. He cuts off the king from moving on f6 after rook checks them. There is f6, but I guess we can... Oh my god. Whoa, king f6? Yeah, but there is check. Oh, come on. King f6, exactly as I said. That's exactly what I said. Oh, man, he's gonna play the rook on the g, trying to stop this guy. This is insane bullet, fellas. This is insane chess bullet taking place right now. I mean, look, this is... My days. This guy's coming down. It's just... It's not enough time. You can't stop the queening, but also you can't stop this guy. Well, you sort of can, but you won't be able to stop them forever. Okay. My god, that's a queen, fellas. Check. Queen? But don't you get checkmated then? No, he's gonna get checkmated. He's gonna get checkmated, of course. No, man. All right, that was a crazy bullet. Fellas, there's just so many tactics. Just so many bloody tactics. Wow. Are they going to start straight away? Because if they don't, we can try and have a little bit of a look here. I mean, there's just so much happening. Right. Now, aren't you supposed to promote Aleppo and Strobex? Guys, if you were with the white pieces... Okay, you'd get a queen. They're going to be getting queen. But you might have a chance takes, right? And then you got check. Maybe you got a checkmate here? Or at least a perpetual or something? So what's the best move for white? I don't want to ask the software. I want to try and pretend I'm thinking myself. So would you promote? Or is it rook takes? Or is it promotion first? You promote, you get a queen. They take you, they get a queen. But it's your turn. And perhaps you could play... Oops. Perhaps you could play queen b4 check. Then they go... Yes, that's it. Queen. They take. And then you play this. Queen b4 check. If the king goes on f7, you're going to take again check. I don't think black is escaping this. Let's find out the objective truth. I think it's b8 check. It's b8 queen now. Unless there is another subtlety. Let's find out. No, it's rook d1, but it doesn't mean nothing. White's losing. Rook d1. Okay. What's the punishment? The punishment is... Oh, come on. The punishment is not fg1 queen. That's what I calculated. But that was wishful, hopeful chess. So I took into consideration the queen here. But it's not. There is rook h5, actually. Yeah, well, that's a problem. King c4, then fg. It's rook h. I mean, what do you do? And now the queen is coming. Can you still hope? Yeah, it's queen b4, but it's not strong enough. Where does the queen go? Here. Oh, come on. You don't have anything. Can't you just play maybe queen b8? King e7. It's very difficult to calculate and take the right option considered the right option in just 2, 3 seconds on the clock. They were literally playing for 5 seconds on the clock. 4, 5 seconds. This is just so complicated. So complicated. Here is like sort of equal. Still equal. And it's supposed King D. But you're a human after all. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, I can't see any third game being started here. I can't see any other third game. Okay, let's go then and do a quick puzzle. Wow, what a crazy bullet. Okay. Puzzles. And then we're gonna go back and check on the boys if they started to play. Black to move. Black to move, black to move, black to move, black to move. What's going on here? There's many things taking place. There is a check here with Queen H6. And then maybe you have this. Whoa, whoa. Wait a minute. Queen H6. Let's assume this guy goes here. Should we do first this? And then we do Queen H6? That's a good question. So guys, what do you think? Should we play perhaps Bishop F5 first? Queen's gonna go whatever the queen's gonna go. Well, it's not. Nah, I don't think so. Because you can't take on H6 then. But you could take no. Let's say king goes B1. King goes B1. So what are we supposed to do? What are we supposed to do? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. What do you think about this one, Strobex, if you're still there? Or Aleppo, what do you think, guys? Should we go for the H6? Should we go for the H6? Should we... H6. Should we take? Should we what? Bishop F5. Bishop F5. Queen E3. I'm not sure. Queen H6 check. What else is here? Knight takes F3. Knight takes F3. Bishop takes F3. Bishop takes, Queen H6 check. Nah, they block with billion pieces. I'm not sure anymore. Let me think where takes. Bishop takes, right? And then we're going to play this guy for this. But after you play knight c4, if they capture with the queen, I don't know. I don't know. You generally have issues with YouTube, Aleppo, or was just this particular stream that actually is problematic for the chat? That's weird. I just tried to figure out if I did some weird settings, but I don't think I did anything in particular about the chats on YouTube. Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe if you could tell me more information, or if you get a message on the desktop YouTube or something. Oh, everywhere on YouTube. That's weird. Did they do some stuff? YouTube algorithm, another mystery, another big mystery. Right, black to move. What do we do here? I mean, that one feels like it should be kind of okay. But also there is a pressure here. This one, yeah, but they take with check, you take the... Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Knight takes. Bishop takes. Bishop takes. Rook takes. Rook takes. I'm not sure. So what is this? Queen checks. King goes or queen blocks or billion things everywhere. Still not sure. Should I capture though? Knight c4. Knight c4 for the checkmate here, right? Knight c4. If bishop takes, then I'm gonna capture on f3. But is this strong enough? Knight c4. Knight c4. And if queen takes, I'm gonna take on f3. Is this the way? Knight c4. Bishop f5. What do you think about bishop f5? Bishop f5. It's not that bad. Well, actually it is, because the knight takes, right? Sorry, the white knight takes. I don't know. Knight c4. Maybe knight c4. What do you think, Aleppo? What do you think, guys? And then we're gonna go for see if Magnus and Alireza had started. Knight c4. Knight c4, queen takes. And you could potentially capture on this guy. I don't know. Yeah. BS. What was it? Bishop takes. Yeah, why? You're taking the rook? Yeah, well, too late being so subtle. All right, it's just some tactics and you're winning some things. Okay. Okay. So, had Magnus started with Alireza again? Let me see. Yes, they did. Turn it off. Turn off the software. Okay. No more software. No more software. Just ourselves. Okay. Black to move here. Challenging the bishop. Bishop being challenged. You either take or move away. Exactly. So he moved away. Bishop e7, sort of breaking the pin. a4, d6. You take and then you play this. Yeah. Exactly. That's exactly what I would have played. I said it and Alireza played it immediately. Okay. Yeah, but that's not enough to winning. But anyway, I think Alireza's quite happy with the last game's result. That was a very, very difficult ending and it was bullet chess. So there's no wonder it went so wild and crazy. Rook b8 now. Trying to move it away from what? This? a5 and knight b6? Maybe. This bishop doesn't do anything. This bishop don't do anything yet. I don't know. Maybe he wants to play g6, bishop g7, bishop h6. Is that working? c3. Okay, c3 probably you always want to go with d or b or something to challenge those pawns. And at the same time stops the black knight. So there is no black knight coming. Either d or b. Well, hey, g6. There you go. Yes, g6 because bishop g7, bishop h6, and all of a sudden the bishop is a bit more active than currently f6, which doesn't do anything. The only thing it does, it just stops a little bit the knights. He himself being a target from this guy. So g6 allows bishop g7 and then bishop h6. Okay. That's how I see it. Alireza again. Would you capture this guy? because it's gonna play bishop g7 and bishop h6 sooner or later, and then it's strong. So the question is if white should actually take on f6. He didn't. He pushed h3, bishop g7, exactly as I said. That's a strong guy. b4, I said that one too, because c3 not just stopping the knight, but also supporting some b4 pawn break or something. So b4 being played now. Okay. Well, you could take, and then pawn takes. And then they're going to push one more time on b5. Then you take, then I take. Then where do you go with the knight? Maybe you're going to go, oops, knight e7. Maybe. Anyway, can you not take on b4 and just do something else? He does b5, attacks the bishop. Bishop's still under attack, though. It could be this, or maybe do something else. I'm not sure what that is. No, you can't push the pawn, because I take, you take, and I take, and actually white is coming up better. So yeah, b4, okay, cb, and takes that better. Way better now, okay. Queen c for this guy? Maybe. You need to make sure the knight has gone. The knight on c6 is no longer there. How do you do that? Bishop h6, which I said. I said g6, bishop g7, bishop h6. That's exactly the stuff I had suggested. And now bishop h6 will not allow white to play either rook or queen on c1. You can't get there. You can't get there anymore. Maybe he should have taken the bishop or the knight when he had the chance. Maybe he should have taken it. That means after g6, maybe he should have taken. Maybe. I think I would have captured that bishop. I think I would have captured. Well, let's see. Queen c2, attacking the knight. Knight being defended with bishop, so you can't touch it. I don't know what you play. Ooh. I don't know what you play here. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Knight f6 can't be played. Of course it can't be played. Should you push g4, g5? Or is it just too crazy to do this? g4, g5 to just shut off that bishop. But f5 is going to happen. Maybe if you play g4 you discourage f5? I'm not sure anymore. It's difficult and quite a committal. It's a move. Rook d1, rook fd. Does he want to push? Of course he wants to push the pawn. So rook fd for d4, I understand. Takes and takes, and if takes, then we take. And this guy is going to be a witness. Okay, maybe. Maybe. So rook fd1 means that white is preparing d4. So yeah, he wants to push the d pawn. He wants to play d3 to d4. Very, very likely. Other than that, rook fd1 doesn't make any sense. Why would he do that? Why would he do that? New sign in. Yeah, sure, that's fine. Probably one of the guys. Okay. Queen e2. What has been played? Rook c8. Queen e2, connecting the two white rooks. This bishop is the most annoying piece for white. And I think Magnus is going to keep that bishop right there for a very long time. For the time being. And I think also black wants to play f5, but I don't know when. I'm not sure now. I don't know. f5. f5. Maybe f5. We'll see about this. So 6 minutes 33 and 6 minutes 17 for Alireza here. f5. What can black play here? Would you play f5? I think I would. Well, no, I apologize. f5 doesn't work now because this is a disaster. You can't play f5. Yeah, king h8. Exactly right. King h8 played by Magnus because f5 is going to happen. So you're no longer exposed to bishop's diagonal. So that's quite important. It is quite important. So he moved the king away so that he can actually play f7 to f5. That was the big reason behind moving king. That's the reason. Yes. I think it's getting a bit clearer, and I think you guys might agree on this one. King h8 for f5. And now white, what is going to play? d4. Yeah, we did say d4. That's the only reason rook fd. I'm a bit surprised about this one, but anyway, I understand why. Because rook was on b8 anyway, moved. Now he moved it back, but he threatens actually to move the bishop and have a discovered attack on the queen. After bishop moves, I don't know where. I don't know. I'm not sure. Maybe a8. White's turn anyway. How do you make the black queen move away so you can... Well, actually, you don't need to move the black queen away. Not now. Yeah, but there is this. You got to be very careful about that bishop g7. So it's not really that takeable. I love it. If you actually take the... This is a very poisonous pawn. You actually have an issue with bishop g7. And you're sort of going to drop a lot of material. Double attack on b7. Probably bishop a8. Or you're going to take the knight. I don't know. If you take the knight, the other bishop takes. You're not going to use a8. Never ever. Never ever in this game. So bishop d5 is not very appealing because bishop takes back. And that square is gone. Forget about all those diagonals, all those light squares. Forget about them. So probably bishop a8. Probably bishop a8. Because, well, wait a minute. Oh, blimey. Bishop takes, queen takes. No, you still wouldn't take. Would you? Bishop takes. Queen takes. No, you wouldn't take, I guess. Yeah, there is something here with the f7, with the bishop on b3. There is something. Also, black is boasting the bishop here, so does that mean anything in terms of tactical potential and attacking ideas? Bishop a8, right? So bishop b7 to a8. Is that the case, I wonder? Bishop a8. Maybe. Bishop a8. I don't think I would take the white knight. But okay, rook takes b3. Now, how do you deal with this? That's quite something. That is quite something. When Alireza played rook a7, he also moved away from this diagonal. So that's worth noting. Okay, rook takes now. Rook takes, queen takes, check. I guess you could go back or something. And, you know. Is this a draw, guys? Yeah, queen goes back, exactly as we said. There's a triple attack here, but what else is here? Can you do queen f6? I'm not sure. Or can you do bishop? Well, you can. Nah, this one doesn't look good. I mean, I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. There is something with the f7, though. Because there is triple attack on this guy. It's just triple power. Queen f6, there you go. That's what I said. Queen f6. That's what Magnus plays. Some of the moves. I managed to find some of the moves that this Super GM chose to play themselves. So Queen f6 sort of defending f7. D6 still defended. Well, F7. Well, G3. Yeah, sure, G3. You want to do this crazy stuff? For F4 and E5? I mean, wait a minute. I guess you could take here now. Rook takes F7. Rook takes, queen takes, bishop takes. But then it's a draw. I think this one is a draw, guys. I don't think I see too many weaknesses. I think it's a draw. I think this game is a draw. Maybe too early to call it a draw, but it's... Okay, queen to d4. G3, queen d4. He goes for the trade. There is a thing. The queen attacks the rook. Not just the queen. It's actually the rook. Now, what do you play? He went for rook d7. Goes for this. So if queen takes, bishop takes. Okay, bishop takes, right? Double attack here, but there's also d6. But bishop's going to play. Yeah, but g3 had been played exactly for f4. Okay, he tries to open up the f and challenge this guy. Well, if you want to take it now, you could take it now. Oh, is there anything else white wants to play? I'm not sure. I think probably you take, right? Rook takes d6. So rook takes d6 and probably this is a draw probably. Maybe, perhaps. Maybe, perhaps. I don't know. All right, good news is that the stream hasn't crashed just yet because at some point I had an issue. It was just simply crashing. So it's okay. It goes on OBS. That's fine. I think I want to stay with the OBS for a while. Okay, king g7 now. Oh, they did a couple of trades here, didn't they? So rook takes, exactly. Bishop takes, pawn takes, bishop takes, h4. Look, there is an extra pawn for white. Probably still a draw, though. Probably. But these guys are on light squares. You know what I'm understanding? There is a rook and the bishop attacking g6. You can't move the bishop. You can't move the black bishop because if you move the black bishop, white is going to take on g6 straight away. Yeah. And yeah, guys, you can check the latest YouTube video. There was a king opposition video. There's I hope that's maybe clarifying a little bit more the opposition idea when the two kings are separated by a square. So guys, this is a draw, right? King g7. Okay, he still persists. Okay. He tries to create a pass pawn, right? But it's... How do you capitalize on this? Yeah, probably. Okay, rook goes back, I guess? No, you can't go back because this guy's hanging. So how are you dealing with... Well, you can push it, but... I don't know. Then bishop goes here and stays there. Maybe. We'll see about that one. So black can't win here. Magnus can't win, but he can draw. White... What the hell did he do? Can we do g5? Right? I mean, a fork is a fork, right? Yeah, it's for 2 pawns. Okay, he wants to draw, actually. He went for the... Oh, man, these guys are... Okay, white king wants to play f3 and protect the bishop in order to play the other rook. So I think we're going to look at this, then check, then king goes e3, stuff like that. Then you try go from behind and attack g6 somehow. That's a check. Pushing the king back. Now you can... Well, bishop is hanging. Yeah, there you go. King f4, protecting the bishop now. You still have something on g6. Check. You can't do any more check now. You have to move the rook or defend it with the king. Which one is it? He went g5, defending now the rook. He tries to go this way and win the rook. That's the idea. But of course, Magnus can't just lose that guy. King gonna go again on the rim. Bishop blocks against any check that might happen. How can you get rid of the g6 pawn? I think black's gonna check here pretty much on every single opportunity they have. So if you play something like, if you do something like bishop e4, that doesn't mean anything. I think it's a draw though, right? It's a draw. So in order for white to win, you need to get rid of this guy. And I'm not sure how you're going to be winning this. I mean, I know it's bullet. Yeah. Cheers. Yeah, yeah, we'll charge that one. Cheers. Um, okay. This, I think, should be a draw, right? I mean, you do have some checks, but king just runs away. How exactly are you doing things here? And the only thing for black is just this little guy that probably he'll try to push them, but you're not going to make it. Huh. So I guess they should be drawing. The game should be drawn. Alireza to play. He did play rook f2. He wants to annoy Magnus or something, because in the previous game he won when there were just a couple of seconds left for them. You could do a check here, but king's going to go back. If you do checks, they're going to go back on h6, and yeah. So if there's a rook, I think he wants to play bishop here. Attacking g6, I think that's the main idea. So I think Alireza's setup is actually with the bishop e4 and somehow rook attacking g6 twice. But then again, black rook would play g1, right? So how are you gonna do this? It still doesn't. Yeah, I think they should be drawing. I think they should draw. I think they probably should draw. Okay. Rook h7. What do you do? What do you do? What do you do? Rook b6 because you want to defend this guy a bit, but who's attacking? Yeah, like, I mean, you could get a bishop and a rook here, but it's not enough. The king's gonna attack you. Probably this is a draw, right? Okay, let's find out. I think objectively this is probably a draw. I'm not sure how you're gonna make it. I mean, I'm not sure what kind of progress white can do here. You can't checkmate as long as they have the rook here. I mean, this is a draw, right? Yeah, this is a dead draw. But guys, look at the accuracy. Look at the madness of their accuracy. 50, 60 moves, 99.1, 99.4. The accuracy is staggering. It's just crazy accuracy. And it's a dead draw. This one is a draw. Unless people blunder things. Yeah. They really do deliver chess of the highest quality. You couldn't expect less from these guys, and they do not disappoint. Never a disappointment. These guys are magnificent. Rook b1. Of course, checks from all directions. Wherever you go, gonna get checked again and again and again. Now, you can't win this, neither white nor black. You can't win it. This is a draw. This is very much a draw. All right, fellas, I will need to swiftly attend some other house chores. And we'll see you back tomorrow, my dear friends. Check my latest YouTube videos, guys. And yeah, if you guys find out how to finding a TikTok stream key, let me know, because I wasn't able to. All right. Cheers, fellas. Take care of yourself. See you tomorrow.